We've been hearing a lot about AI and bionic advice and the like. What role does kind of AI play in this advice world when you're dealing with platforms? And then obviously once you start to talk about AI and putting that as a part of kind of the financial wellness realm, that automatically goes to kind of your workforce and how that's changing, and you get into the workforce of the future. So with those two parts, what's the relevance or the place for AI? And then kind of how do you transform your workforce to really operate in this financial wellness realm, which is kind of really on steroids?
Yeah, so I mean, I see for our customers, for individuals and employees, AI can make their experience that much easier and more personalized and insightful, right? So part of the goal is to know as much as possible about someone before they even have to tell you. So what do you know from how they've come to you? What do you know from third-party data sources? What do you know from the employer or other products and solutions that they have? And if you don't know a lot about that, what little bit of information can they tell you that you can then benchmark to people like them and personalize an experience to give the right types of initial recommendations or even questions that help refine their next steps and their experience even further. AI plays a role in learning how good some of those predictions are and some of those recommendations may be. We also are looking at the role that intelligent chatbots can play in supporting an experience for someone who's struggling with all sorts of questions about their financial wellness, or they just want confirmation on a specific decision or choice that they're about to make. We can do a lot right now in answering basic FAQ type questions and sharing basic facts, but there's so much more that we're investing in that AI-enabled chatbots can become much more conversational, can really engage someone to test out different questions that they have and help them take the next step, and in a less stressful way than having to pick up the phone or talk to someone who may make them feel that they're not as smart as they should be. We know there's a lot of stress that people have in actually talking to someone and admitting that they don't have any idea what they should do, or they know they should have saved more and now they have an emergency and they didn't save and they're embarrassed about it. So there is a role for some automated types of tools that are personalized and can answer questions that take a little bit of that stress and embarrassment out, or get people prepared enough to talk to an advisor to really take the next step and be confident that they're not going to sound stupid and that they are going to make good decisions. So again, there's a lot that can happen in driving personalized experience and giving better personalized recommendations and helping people take action that ultimately improves their financial well-being.
Financial wellness providers are really using AI and chatbots as a way of reaching the consumers and helping them get comfortable and get it over their embarrassment before they talk to advisors or in lieu of talking to advisors. How does AI help kind of the advice channel, the broker channel, that kind of intermediary channel that's playing in the financial wellness space?
Again, I think it's prioritizing what do we really want advisors, agents, coaches to be focused on. Where can they drive the greatest value? How do we maximize their time, their expertise? Is it on the strength of their ability to build relationships, to maintain relationships, to be able to make really expert trade-off decisions, talk about consequences, relate to people and share impacts of the future? So how do you really prioritize what you want your advisors to focus on? And then let's help automate everything else. It used to be advisors spent, or financial planners spent, much more time building this beautiful, perfect, multi-page financial plan, spent hours going into creating that, and then some time with the client talking about it. And we know for some people, having a huge financial plan that's really insightful and well documented doesn't drive them to any kind of action, right? So how do you convert that to they spend a little bit less time on the creation and they spend more time on looking at some of the trade-offs and having conversations and encouraging behavior change and really supporting their clients. So no matter if you're talking about financial wellness or you're talking about the sale of annuities or life insurance, how do you maximize the time of that distribution partner to be focused on building the relationship, on driving the sale, on changing outcomes and behaviors to ultimately lead to better customer experiences for the people you care about, which is your advisors and your customers, right? That's I think how AI can be used, how automation can be used, how digital tools in general can be used to better support your advisors and agents and planners.